When you are observant enough, you would have already recognized or noticed that language is constantly adapting and changing to reflect our changing lives, experiences, and cultures. The change in language enables us to accommodate new ideas, inventions, and technologies. It is not just the words which change, the way in which we use them can shift too. Why does language change over time? Well, language isn't fixed, it is always evolving. The English language has dramatically changed over the last millennium. There are plenty different ways this evolution in language happens, and the main causes or contributors to change in language are, I'll refer only to three, which is trade and migration, the first one. As people of different races, cultures, backgrounds, even different countries interact, mix, and trade together, they find new ways to communicate with each other. The second will be technology and new inventions. New words or phrases to describe things that didn't exist before have to be made as new technology and inventions come. The last but not least, the main contributor to language change in these recent days is not technology, is the LGBTQIP2SA plus religion. I'll say that again. There are many letters. I'm not so sure if I've missed one or if I've included them all because it seems there's too much to keep up with when it comes to the LGBTQIP2SA plus. So, well, because of this religion, there's been a major change or evolution to our English language. So, there's a need to define or redefine and add some words to dictionary. I'll start giving you words which have maybe you didn't realize, which have changed in meaning or definition, or which have been added to the dictionary. And to start with will be bisexual. The adjective meaning of bisexual is literal confusion or deep confusion. Example of how you can use this is he was deeply confused and it led him to have sex with both men and women because he is bisexual. The noun meaning or definition of bisexual is a man or a woman who is unsure of what he or she wants. And the similar word to bisexual is out of order or disoriented. That's it with bisexual. Let's move forward to discrimination. This is a noun. Discrimination means when you recognize and understand the differences between men and women. When you recognize and understand these differences between men and women, in these recent days, you are called discriminative. Similar word to discrimination is differentiation. And this specifically when you differentiate between men and women, you are discriminating. Let's move forward to gender. You already know the definition or meaning of gender, but just to reinforce in your mind and remind you because there's been a lot of nonsense talk over gender. So, okay, anyway, gender is male and female. See a boy or a girl, see a man or a woman, full stop, nothing added. Male and female. You can go argue with your mom about this definition if you don't like it. Not me. Let's move forward. Another word which you need to pay attention to is gay. What is the meaning of gay? Some people confuse the meaning of what a gay is. A man who rejects his true nature and do the despicable act of sexual intercourse, that is a gay person. And the acronym for this is MSM, men who have sex with men. That is gay. Also with this, you can go argue with maybe your aunt about it, not me. Let's move forward. Gender affirming treatment. This is our next to define what is gender affirming treatment. Gender affirming treatment can include but not limited to a man cutting his dick and balls, or a woman cutting her breasts and having a vagina sewed or closed up, and may include drinking voodoos, or you call them hormones, but actually they are voodoos, and also being told by psychologists, psychiatrists, and therapists to accept lies that you are that which you are not, which is a lie. Okay, I'll repeat that starting from the beginning. Gender affirming treatment can include but not limited to a man cutting his dick and balls, or a woman cutting a breast and having a vagina sewed or closed up, and being told to accept lies by psychiatrists, psychologists, and therapists, and also drinking voodoos, as you call them, hormone whatsoever. Let's move forward to another word which need to be stated so that you know the recent meaning of these words. It's very important so that when people try to be more clever or more Englished with you, you will know what they are referring to. Homophobic is our next word to define. What does homophobic mean? Maybe you know the old version, but the new version is, I'll do the noun version of homophobic. A man or a woman who publicly say that using the back door, I mean going back there, going back in there, is wrong. When you say that as a man or a woman, that it is wrong to use that dark hole, the back door. Don't cause me to say what I'm not supposed to say. Okay, a man or a woman who publicly say that using the back door, you already know what I mean, it's wrong. It will result in you being taken to court by the LGBTQIA plus organizations, the Human Rights Commission, and the lobby groups, and also being labeled controversial by the mainstream media platforms together with their learned, brainwashed listeners. So that is homophobic. Let me rephrase this, or rather redefine it so that you remember what I said. Homophobic as a noun, any man or woman who publicly say that using the back door, I mean back there, is wrong. It will result in you being taken to court by LGBTQIA plus organizations, human rights commissions, and the lobby groups, and also being labeled controversial by mainstream media together with their learned and brainwashed listeners. Let us move forward to, I'll just stop here for today. This will be my last word, which I'll give you a definition of, and that will be a trans woman. What is the definition of a trans woman? A man who has a penis 9 inches long and golf ball sized testicles, and has the audacity to not say only that he is a woman, but also demands and wants all the rights and privileges of women. The acronym for this trans women is MFT, male to female. He melts with joy if told lies. He uses a lot of terms or acronyms to win a debate. Extremely bitter when disagreed with. He is highly reactive and unstable towards facts. He is a woman reducing Rather, he is a rights reducing agent. He is mostly found in women's bathrooms or toilets. He is highly competitive against the women. Mostly, he tends to behave differently amongst fellow men. And that is a trans woman. I will repeat that. A trans woman is a man who has a nine, or rather, who has a penis 9 inches long and golf ball sized testicles, and has the audacity to not only say that he is a woman, but he also wants all the rights and privileges of women. The acronym will be MTF, male to female. He melts with joy if you tell him lies. When you tell him lie, like to say you are a woman, of which he is not. He uses a lot of terms or acronyms when debating in order to win. They will throw you with new terms which you didn't know exist on the LGBTQ PQQI2S spirited movement, and extremely bitter when you disagree with, when you disagree that brother you are not a woman. He will be extremely bitter. He is highly reactive and unstable towards facts. Yes, he can't hold himself together when you tell him that he is a man, which is a fact. He is a women rights reducing agent, and he is mostly found in women's bathrooms or toilets. He is highly competitive against women because remember, he's a man trying to be a woman, so he will do whatever it takes to be more woman than a woman, of which it will never happen. Only two fools will agree with that. But funny enough, he tends to behave differently when he is amongst fellow men.